Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online radio box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, man, on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, voice of a new generation. How's everybody doing today? Okay, I waited for a response. Nah, but I'm good, yo. I'm glad, and I hope that you all are doing great too. Today I got some things I want to give you. I got some stuff I want to give y'all for the day. Really want to give y'all some good motivation for the day, because we're gonna dive right into it, people. But once again, I just want to know how everybody's week was. Last week, remember, we started a new work week, baby. New work week. Whatever was in that old week, leave it back behind. Leave it behind. Because what we're doing is we entering into something new. And it's a week, it's a day, it's hours of new opportunities, new blessings that you can receive. So y'all always remember that. Don't get so hung up on the past stuff, y'all. That's a time to move forward, because success happens when you move forward. But let me shut it down real quick, because as always, people, I got to let y'all know what today is, everybody. And today is Biggs Radio Monday Night Motivation, y'all. Yes, y'all know what it is, people. Y'all know what it is. It starts off with me with the Jeff Releford Show from 5 to 6 p.m. And then we got Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then we have the infamous, the illustrious Miss Dynalyn Biggs on the Dynalyn Biggs Show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So y'all, like I always say every week, y'all, I say this joker every week, we got y'all from the moment y'all get off work, and then when y'all start to lay y'all head down at night. That's what we got y'all till, man. So we gonna take care of you for these 5 hours. 5 hours. You will be taken care of with talk radio and music. Y'all ain't gotta go nowhere. Y'all can stay tuned right here on Biggs Radio, baby. Y'all know what it is. And also, I want to let y'all know, if you would like to reach out to us, because remember, we just don't do talk radio. We have DJs. We have people that spin records. So if you have some music that you would like to be played, or you would want some ad space on any of our shows that we have, I'm going to give a shout out to the team later on. Any of the shows that we have here, please email us at biggsradio@gmail.com. And also give us a call at 773-462-4447 for any inquiries that you may have. Once again, you can email us at biggsradio@gmail.com or give us a call at 773-462-4447. And also, everybody, please do, if you would like to learn about any of our sister stations, because we are a network, people. It's Biggs Radio Network in Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia, Indianapolis, Indiana, and rounded back up here to Chicago. Y'all go and check out biggsradio.com. Please do. Check out biggsradio.com. We got all your needs on there, man. If y'all want to know anything front, back, left, right about us, we own it. And also, I gotta let y'all know, man, we have some events coming up. Now, let me say this to y'all real quick. We got a $20 holler going on. Okay? We giving away some money. $20 holler, okay? $20 holler. So this is what you do. What I need y'all to do is, if you're listening or if you're watching, because I go live, what I need you to do is I need you to go on Biggs Radio, the pages on either Facebook or Instagram. And if you comment, I believe it's if you comment or take a picture, you will be entered into a drawing to receive some money here. That $20 holler, baby. So I got to let y'all know. Y'all go ahead. If y'all want to go ahead and get you some money, people. If y'all want to get you some money, Y'all go ahead and follow the instructions. I gave them clear out, baby. I gave them as clear as day out to you. Y'all know what to do. It's very simple. Just go ahead. You leave a comment, or if you take a picture under that bad boy, under any of the Biggs Network social media pages that we have, you will enter into a drawing to receive your $20 holler. Okay? All right. So I had to let y'all know, man, we do things over here. We do things on this side, baby. So I just want to let y'all know what's going on. So, yes, and also, I got some stuff coming up. So I got to hurry up, quickly talk about this, and then we can move right into the subject for the day, people. Look here, man. Y'all, please attend the Show Love Unity Showcase that we will be broadcasting live from. Because, people, we are here at the Vibe Studios at 2075 Rush Place. That's where I'm broadcasting from, the Vibe Studios, right here in Lake Station, Indiana. And we will be broadcasting live at the Show Love Unity Showcase featuring Shauna and Shondell. We also have G-Mar from Three Piece. Oh, my God, I can't get the words out, people. 3-Piece G-Mar from 3-Piece, Mario Bar, Jay Menace, Dip the Realist. We got our very own Smooch Wallace, who's performing, and the General, Dom Da Vinci, C-Ball, and Madman G, man. Y'all come out, man, because we teaming up with Raw Radio TV with Power 92, and we will be doing the visual from there. We'll be broadcasting from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So y'all check us out. I also go ahead and run the promo letters. Y'all can hear from that, man, because I guess I kind of feel he can say it better than I can. And we're also selling T-shirts for our boy Smooch Wallace, man, with the Smooch section. So along with your $20 T-shirt, copy your ticket as well. Tickets are $30. Okay. And tickets also include food as well. But be a part of the Smooch section. Make sure you grab yourself a T-shirt for $20. And y'all join the Smooch section out here, man. He's a dope artist. No Rush just hit. He just dropped that. And you can check out our boy Smooch Wallace on all streaming platforms for music. All streaming platforms for music. Our boy is out there. Type in SMOOCH with a 3 Wallace. WALLACN, you'll be able to find our boy. And also, I got a day in the man cave coming up, people. This is an event hosted by none other than your boy, life coach Jeff Releford. It is on June 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. at 3031 J.F. Mahoney Drive in Hammond, Indiana, 46323. And for y'all that don't know, that's the Gene Shepherd Community Center right in here in Hammond, off of the, the Indianapolis exit or Kennedy exit? One of the two exits, but y'all type it in on the GPS and y'all can get there. And remember, people, this is free admission to men because this is an all men's event. So it's free admission to men because it's an all men's event. I have Chase Bank coming to talk about financial literacy to our fellas. I have a massage therapist who is going to be giving out table massages to the fellas. I have a barber who is coming to cut hair for the fellas. And I got food for y'all. So I feel that I provided all the necessities to make us happy for that day. And we will also be having a panel discussion as well. So I got a few of my people lined up and we're going to be having a panel discussion just so that we can go ahead and talk, y'all, because, we need a safe space for the men out here. So y'all check out a day in the man cave. All right, y'all. I've sat up here. I've gotten all of my announcements out of the way, but I have a few more that I will give out later on in the show that I will be talking about. But I want to dive right into it, y'all. I got some things to dive right into with y'all. Since it's Monday motivation, okay? Since it's the day of motivation, I'm going to give y'all some motivation, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been really inspired lately. I've been really inspired to get into my creativity. I've been inspired to really talk to people, really pique the interest of some minds of some people. And I want to tell y'all something. You want to be successful, get you around some like-minded people and be willing to grow. Because let me tell you something, there's nothing worse than a stagnant mind. There's nothing worse than a stagnant mind. Let me tell you what a stagnant mind will do for you. A stagnant mind will keep you, it's plain and simple like this, people. A stagnant mind will keep you locked into one area. And the thing is, with everything that's growing so fast right now, we love to talk about technology, right? We love to talk about how fast technology is growing. But did you ever think about how fast ideas are growing? Just ideas. Technology with the times, everything. We got cameras, mixers, we got computers with Apple, MacBooks, all these other things. Those things, they all started with an idea. So as everything else gets better and smaller, the ideas get better and greater. So be around some like-minded people who can pique your interest, who can show you a way of doing something different, doing something that you've never even done before. One of the things that we get held back from so much is the fact that we don't have a willingness to learn. We just don't have a willingness to learn. So I really encourage y'all. Y'all listen on the other end, please do. And y'all, for the people listen and watch it, please go ahead and really establish a way for you to learn. And what I mean by establishing a way for you to learn is be intentional about what you're trying to learn. Because I'm telling you, baby, ain't nothing better than when you get information and when that light bulb just go off. That light bulb goes off right in your head. Like, for instance, I've been studying a process for quite some time now. And it really weighed on your boy. Really weighed on your boy. And get you a mentor if you got one, because your mentor will put you on the right path, yo. He or she will put you on the right path. I just don't want to limit it to just men being a mentor. I just happen to be a man, so I receive a little bit better from man. But also, my manager is great at being a mentor to me. Also, she helps really pique the interest and ideas. Oh my gosh, when the things bounce off the wall, people, I'm trying to tell you, you just got to be around some like-minded people. But get you a good mentor too, because I'm telling you, a mentor, somebody that's ahead of you. Okay. Let me stress that. You want a mentor. You want somebody that is ahead of you. Okay. You don't want somebody that's behind. Okay. And it's okay to have some people on the same level as you, because what'll happen is maybe y'all can bounce back some ideas off of each other and everything, but you need to get you somebody. I don't care how many years you done had in the game. I don't care how many years you've been at something and you feel like you can know it front, back, left, right, side to side. It is a necessity. It is a necessity for anybody who is successful. Because guess what? One thing you got to remember and tell yourself is the level of success that you have reached. Hear me. The levels of success that you have reached, you have not arrived yet. That's what you got. It keeps a mentality of you being humble. It keeps a mentality of you trying to stay on that right path in order to receive from people. Now, don't get me wrong, people. There's some people that you can't receive from. You weed those people out. But the people that mean you well and that have good intentions and that have great ideas, because ideas are always evolving. And people are always finding new ways to implement and execute. Sometimes we always tell people, we love to tell our people we learn best from what? By sitting and chilling. I know that's what I learned best, from sitting and chilling. I love to study processes. I love to study patterns. I love to study ways of doing things, because I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. There's always a way to do something just a little bit better. Always. And never have nobody dumb down your dream. Never have nobody dim your light that you shine. Because guess what? When people have to dim what you're doing, 9 times out of 10, they're intimidated by that. 9 times out of 10, they are intimidated by that. Sometimes people don't know how to get the same quality that you can get. Some people can't get the same quality out of something that you have when they try to duplicate it. Because guess what, baby? They can't do it better than you. They just can't do it better than you. I'm gonna brag real quick on my people. It's the reason why this group that I'm in, we do things, we get results for what we do, because we do it well. We do it well. And we're moving very quickly. We know this. We've sat up here. We've talked about it amongst ourselves. Big ups to the Vibe. Shout out to the Vibe. Shout out to Smooch Wallace. Shout out to Mary Selena Kay. Shout out to Ron Reed. And shout out to me. But we're moving quick, baby. But that's what it takes. It takes that dedication. It takes knowing that you're around certain people. You want us to keep like-minded people around you. People that will push you to get to another level. Because at the end of the day, ego, you have to set ego aside. I'm telling you, man, if anybody who's an entrepreneur out there, anybody who wants to be successful, learn how to set your ego aside, because your ego will stop you from being successful. Your ego and your complacent mentality will stop you from being successful every time. Every time. Always got to be willing to learn, yo. Always have to be willing to take yourself to the next step and the next level. And why do I say that? I'll tell you why I say that. I don't care how old you are either. I'm 34 years old. Okay. I am 34 years old. I have learned a lot since I've started on my journey, but I'm not done learning yet. Don't that make some? I hope that really hits you. I hope that really resonates with you, because I'm 34 years old and I'm not done learning. My mentor is double my age. What I mean by double is he in his 60s. So that's what I'm trying to say. Not double, but double, So my mentor is older than me. And I wanted that. I'm glad that my mentor has poured into me, because as the dots and the pieces continue to connect, it's all starting to make sense on how to pave your own way in entertainment, how to actually set yourself up so you can make bigger and better moves. And the big thing, one of the best things that he told me was that, you know what, Jeff, you have to always keep the mentality that you ain't ish, because I can't cuss on radio. So I have to say it like that. He said, if you keep that mentality, doors will always continuously open up. Know your worth. Know how good you are. See how great you are. Know that sometimes you don't need people, but people need you. And I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this to all of y'all who listening and watching. Know your worth, everybody. Know that you can be great. Know that you have more than just potential. You are that already. Come on now. You got to know that you are ready. Because the thing is, if you tell yourself that you're not ready, if you tell yourself you got to have everything lined up, a lot of times, now there are certain things. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you about. There are certain things that you need to do, that you need to have together, that you need to have lined up in order for you to move to another level. But what I've learned is a lot of that is just believing in yourself, yo. A lot of that is believing in you, knowing that you have the power to create, knowing that you have the power to be, and knowing that you have the power to just set things up for your own success. A lot of times as people, we get defeated, and we get defeated because we see others who are ahead of us moving rapidly. We might see others say something or give out some advice or say that it's stupid, but it might work for you. Never get discouraged about when somebody tends to downgrade another person's process, because what works for you might not work for you, but it works great for them. Now, if there's another way of doing something, I always encourage you. Always learn multiple ways to get something done. Don't ever turn off your ears to what somebody will tell you in terms of a process, in terms of a process, because I'll tell you something, man, processes, man, it is something. There's many layers and there's many steps to the game, many layers and many steps to the game. But when you have somebody who really authentically wants to pour into you, now this could be your mentor, this could be your circle. When you have somebody who authentically wants to pour into you, people, don't push them off to the side. If you being pushed, if you are being put and tested to a limit, to a point to where you are being motivated and pushed to do better and be better. When it get too hot in that oven, don't get out. When the pressure's too much, don't stop. Because once again, we always say these words, man. We say pressure creates a diamond, right? If pressure creates a diamond, you should want all the pressure applied to you possible so that you could go ahead and be able to make a move. And that's what it's about, people. I'm going to tell y'all something. It's a biblical principle, man. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We live our lives day to day like this, and I want to incorporate this into your success, because the faith that you have, faith is the substance of things hoped for. So you want that success, right? You want to be great. You want to be better. You want to take anything that you have and maximize it. The substance of things hoped for. You are hoping to be successful, but the evidence of things not seen. So what does that mean? It's the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That means that you're going to have to put in some type of work because the evidence is not seen. It's not going to be seen or made evident until you make a movement, people. Until you make a movement. That's what it really boils down to, man. A lot of times what we do is we live in a place of scarcity. We live in a place where we want to be scared at. And I get it. You know, sometimes those waters are treacherous. I completely understand. Sometimes those waters are treacherous. Sometimes the decisions that you have to make, sometimes they're too much, right? Sometimes as humans and as people, we have a tendency to get overwhelmed very quickly with information when it comes to us at a zillion miles a minute. And I know this to be true. I'd be lying to you if I told you it never happened to me. Because, man, last week, woo, baby. Last week, your boy had a lot of information coming at him. And when that information came, I had to take a deep breath and sift through it all to see how the pieces to the puzzle can be connected so I can make the next move. And essentially, people, that's all you have to do. You have to be able to sit. You have to be willing to sit down. Listen to yourself. Listen to you and where you want to go. And let's take it a step further. If you're a believer out here, you want to take it to where God wants you to go, okay? The only way you can do that is by being in some stillness for a little bit. Take some time to process some information. Take some time to look at exactly where you're at within your circle or within your own race. Are you at the starting line? Like if you're running 100, are you 25 meters in? Are you 50 meters in, 75? Or are you dang near at that 100? You know? Are you dang at that 100? Only you can be the one to gauge that. I'm telling you. Because it's people who love to look on the outside and you know, speculate. But never allow anybody's speculation to be true about you. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Never allow anybody's speculation to become true, to become evident about you. Because you're not living life to prove people wrong. You're living life to prove yourself wrong. Because let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Think about it like this. If you're living life to prove yourself wrong, and we are all humans, we all have a mind. Think about this. We would think similar. So just put it in perspective like this. If you prove yourself wrong, you will essentially prove others wrong about where you're going. I just want to simplify that for you. Oh, and another principle is faith without works is dead. So remember that faith that I told you, that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let's apply the principle. Now we move to faith without works is dead. Faith without works. Now this is very key, people, because when we start talking about movement, now once again, you necessarily don't have to be a believer to follow the principle. I have to say this because so many people will want to have a different conversation about it. Listen to the principle. So what you hoped for, it's telling you right there. We had the definition of what faith was mapped out, right? So what you're hoping for, without movement, without reaction, without some type of shaking up, is laying there dead. Meaning, if you don't put any movement behind what you're trying to do, you're not going to see any success from it. You're not going to see any success from it. People, I'm trying to help y'all out today. I'm trying to help y'all out because at the end of the day, what I need each and every one of y'all to understand is that you have the key. You have the key. Come on, you have the key. And I'm telling you, man, when you just start taking and applying these certain things, man, it also says, what does it say in the book, people? It says that my people perish due to lack of knowledge. So once again, follow the principle. If you want to be successful, gain knowledge. the things that you hope for, put movement behind it so it won't lay dead, so it won't lie dormant. Your dream is always going to remain a dream unless you put some hard work and dedication behind it. Your dream can always remain a dream unless you are willing to put some hard work and some dedication behind it. You know, y'all got to remember that, man. And I understand, like I said earlier, times get hard. Life gets rough because I've been there. But at the end of the day, you have to realize what you're looking at on the other side. It's not tunnel vision. We choose to have tunnel vision. See, I don't like that phrase, tunnel vision, because what tunnel vision means is you're just focused on one thing. But what you need to do is you need to open up your eyes and you need to see that it's a plethora of resources around you. Coming from people too. It could be young, old, middle, it don't matter. From all types of people, all ages. But first, you got to recognize that it's out there. You ever heard the old phrase, man, there's more than one way to skin a cat? There's more than one way to skin anything out here in this world, as far as I'm concerned. The Indians started doing it before. They got documentation of doing it before anybody else was doing it. They was wearing these coats and all this stuff and doing it. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. So if you're going to do something, baby, do it well. Do it exceptional. Just stop. Let me tell you, man, stop doing stuff mediocre. You know who you are on the other end, if you're listening or if you're watching. Either way, y'all know how it goes. Stop doing stuff halfway. Remember, halfway is not the way to go. Remember, you know, when people talk, man, they always say you want to operate in the spirit of excellence, right? So what's stopping you from operating in that spirit of excellence? What's stopping you from you trying to reach the most and the highest level of potential that you have ever reached in your life? It's you. Come on, man. I'm trying to give it to somebody today. Somebody that want to receive it. Come on, yeah, man, y'all receive it out here. I'm trying to let you know that you got to stay on the grind out here. You got to stay on the path because you have nobody to prove anything else to but yourself. Make you happy. And I guarantee you everything else in your life will start to fall in line. Look at the things that are positive that are going on in your life and not the negatives. And just see how the chips gonna stack up later on. See how your repetition of hard work and dedication in a positive way will impact your life. Keyword, people, repetition. That means you have to keep doing it. You have to repeat the same process and pattern over and over again. For instance, I do 2 shows a week. I have to repeat this same process over and over again in order to be successful at what I do. In order to get better at what it is, your craft, anything you wish to be a master at. Now, I'm not talking about just a trade. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about just getting in front of a camera and talking and motivating people or just being a public speaker or playing basketball or any type of sport or any type of skill. I'm not talking about just honing in on that. I'm talking about get your business side together too. Get your talking skills up. Get your networking skills up a little bit. Go ahead and meet some new people in different places that you've never even gone before. Because let me tell you something. What I've realized since I've been moving around and talking to people, what I've realized is that it don't matter how old you are. I have networked and talked to people who are way older than me, and they do some amazing work. And depending on how you align with them and how they align with you, they will want to sit down with you and they will want to do something with you. So we got to get out of that mentality, people, of steering away from certain places. I'm going to tell y'all what I did, what I ended up doing last year. What I ended up doing was I had to test my own theory out. I said I have to provide what I do and go to places where they've never even heard or seen a life coach do certain things at. Now, I'm trying to give somebody free game. I'm trying to give y'all some game here. I'm trying to let y'all know how to really learn how to set yourself apart. Go out there and test it out. If you know your services are needed or you deem yourself valuable, go ahead and put yourself in position in those certain spots to create a uncomfortable situation for yourself. So it will force you. It will force you to have to make some type of move. And that's what I did. I put myself in a certain position to be around people that were completely different from me. I was nervous. Oh, baby, I was nervous. Oh, I was very nervous to do that. But what it allowed me to do is it allowed me to be more relatable to people. And it also allowed me to now be a part of a network of people that I didn't even think I would ever have. But what did I do? I told y'all earlier, you got to make a move. Your faith without works is dead, people. So what you want, the thing that you hope for and you want, and that you talking about so much, if you don't put any movement behind it, it won't work. Or it'll be very hard for you to execute it if you don't put any movement behind it. Once again, a thought can always be a thought. A dream can always be a dream. But unless you don't put any hard work and dedication behind it, you ain't going to see nothing. Now, let's talk about being stagnant real quick, people. Let's talk about our stagnant people out here. How many people know somebody that's stagnant? I do. Stagnation just means being locked into one place, man. Not trying to move. Whether because you like the certain space that you in, or you just comfortable. Let's just put it that way. We'll say it's comfortability. Okay, we'll say what you like is comfortability. That's what it is. It's comfortability. And the thing is, when you have comfortability, sometimes it can be okay. If you comfortable at making $100,000 a month, that might be okay. But what if you want to make more? What if it's like Myron Golden always says, what if you could tweak the formula just a little bit? You could add a little something in there. And what if that'll double your profits for every month? Or triple or quadruple your profits every month? Who wouldn't want to take an opportunity like that? You know? All I'm saying is, people, that there are a lot of opportunities to do things better than how I'm doing it. Oh my God. Oh, when I tell y'all, when you got to sit down in front of somebody and have them pick you apart, and you got to be willing to receive the message of them picking you apart, yo, that's heavy. And I'm very thankful that my mentor does that with me. He picks me apart. He's willing to just break it down and tell me what I need to do and tell me that I need to see it within myself. You know, I ain't gonna hold you, baby. I'm seeing it. You gotta know you great out here, man. You gotta know you great. It's not just me. Each and every person that we are connected to has the ability to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve in this life. Because you got to believe it, baby. You got to believe that it's inside of you. And sometimes you might have to be willing to change some of your processes, some of the things that you have to do in order to get from point A, not even to B. You had A and B, you still at the beginning, baby. You got to get from point A to Z. And even when you reach Z, you got to maintain Z. Right? You got to maintain. So you can accomplish a goal, but remember always that you have to maintain something. Never allow people to walk away from your life. Good people do the bad business. Never allow good people to give them an opportunity to walk away from you because of how you operate and how you function. I have a lot of conversations with some of the people I network with, and some of the people I'm close to, and they always say, hey, I'm walking away from certain people because I don't want to do business with them. You know? Another principle to listen to, don't allow your good to be spoken evil of. Because, now, get this, people. Somebody is always going to have something to say about something. Okay? Let's just go ahead, throw it out there. Let's make that known. Someone is always going to have something to say about something that you're doing. Okay? But the good that you do, what I take from don't allow your good to be spoken evil of, what I take from that personally is that You want the good to be the truth. So strive to make that good that truth. If somebody says you're doing something good, provide the evidence of what you're doing to back that up. And to me, I don't think that's hard to do. I don't think that's hard to do. All you have to do is show up and show out and do what you do at your best. Show up and show out and do what it is that you do at your best. Try to tell you, people, these are just things. These are things that I have picked up along the way. These are certain things that I look at. These are certain things that when I'm noticing them, okay, when I'm noticing them, a lot of times what we just have to realize is once again, everything we doing has already been done. Everything that we are doing, everything that you doing right now, I'm doing right now has already been done. The difference maker is how you choose to execute it. So this is why I keep saying, man, the power is in you. You got it to do whatever you want to do in this life and in this world. Every last goal that you have is within your reach. You just got to grab it. And not be afraid to walk through certain doors you shouldn't go through. And sometimes you'll learn that the hard way. You know, we've all been there, right? We've all been there. Sometimes you'll get to that point. But when you get to that point, you know, when you see it in front of you, just handle it when you get there. You'll know it. It might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It might make you feel uneasy. You know, you might have a sense and say, maybe this ain't going to be good. You know, maybe this not going to work out for you how you want it to work out. But you got to be able to recognize that. Excuse me, everybody. Your voice get dry when you do all this talking. Hold on. All right. When you do all this talking, and you're trying to get everything out, and trying to let the people know, sometimes your voice get a little dry, you know, your mouth get a little dry, get a little parched there. But yes, everybody, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I just really hope that these principles, these certain things that I'm saying, just take something out of it. And I always tell people this: you don't have to listen to everything I'm saying. I don't expect everybody to do 100% of what I'm saying. But I know what I'm trying to do is I'm dropping principles. I'm dropping nuggets. I'm dropping some things that you could take with you. Shout out to my boy Treble the Singer, man, because I want to make this statement, man. My man, he sat up here. He came to me when we was at an event. And this is how I know I'm on the right track of doing what God has called me to do. Life Coach Jeff Releford. This is how I know. This is how I gauge that. I gauge that from when he came up to me and he saw me at a showcase that was going on. That was at what's that place? Ambitious Entertainment, the new Ambitious Entertainment. Shout out to Miss Diva. You know, you got some. I'm telling you, girl, you put on an event and them chicken wings are fire. I'm sorry, the chicken is amazing. I don't know where you get it from. I don't know what you do, but shout out to Ambitious Entertainment and the chicken. Okay. I'm just being funny, but the chicken is good. But you know, hey, it is what it is. But big ups to Ambitious Entertainment, because when I was talking to Treble came up to me. He said, man, what you offer, Jeff, I love it. You know, he loves it. He said it's something different. It's providing a different look, a different feel. You know, he said sometimes he'll just go ahead, tune into the show and just sit it down and listen. And see, that's what I was trying to do. Big thing was he told me he don't even believe in God that much, but he said he loves how I break down the principles to where it's at a simple level so everybody could get it. Now, people, I'm going to tell you something. When you got people coming up to you telling you that, however, whatever skill, whatever thing you might be into, and you have people telling you that you help them, you don't stop that. You keep it up, you keep it going. Because people will always try to tell you to switch something around. People will always tell you, hey, man, maybe you should do it this way. Maybe you should do it that way. Nah, baby, it's been working. This works. So why would you allow somebody to switch up how you move and how you do things? I always tell people, if you're not causing no hurt, harm, or danger to anybody else, if the feedback you getting ain't nothing but positive, baby, you keep it there. You keep it there. The only people that are going to get upset and pissed off are the people that ruffle the feathers because they find some type of jealousy behind what you do. They wish they could do it as good as you. And they just mad that they can't. They just mad that they can't do it and operate at that high of a level as you. Come on, people. There are a lot. Come on. I know for a fact there are some people out there that are jealous about what I do and how I do it. Now, it's not my immediate people because I don't keep them people close to me. But just by talking to some people, yo, I can tell. I can feel the energy. It comes off of them. You know, it's like, Jeff, well, how do you do that? It's like, hey, man, I just get out here and get it done. Well, Jeff, how? Look, I told you what it is. I can give you the steps, but my steps are individual to me. How I prep for every time I got to speak to somebody, how I talk to somebody, what I show up for, what I show out for. Some things are strategically planned. Some things are well thought out. Some things I just dive right into just so you could go ahead and get a feel. You can get your feet wet sometimes. You know, because if you can go ahead and get your feet wet, now you kind of have you got a little bit of a way of where you're trying to go. You can navigate it a little bit. You can see it a little bit better, you know. So now you make a choice. Do I want to dive into this area or not? Do I want to continue with this certain situation or anything of that matter? Do I want to keep continuing in it? It allows you when you get your feet wet to make a decision, or you could just dive right in to certain aspects of life. You can dive right into certain aspects of life. Now, fair warning, sometimes if you choose to dive right into certain aspects of life, yo, sometimes you might get bit. I have been bit before. I've had my fair share getting bit. But if you get bit, always know that there is a lesson. It's not a loss. Shout out to Mary Selena K for saying that. It's never a loss. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. Learn how to take life by the horns by learning lessons. Defeat is nothing but a lesson. It's not failure. Defeat is not failure. Defeat is a lesson so you can get right back in the lab and you can perfect what it is you're trying to do. Because there's always something we can all try to perfect. There's always a process or a system that we could do better. I ain't met or seen nobody yet that's got it perfect, that's got something perfectly down to the T. I'm talking about down to the T. You could do it well, but I guarantee you, wait about 6 to 12 months later, you'll find a way to make it better. Either you'll come to that conclusion or you'll be linked up with the right person who will give you that type of knowledge. Like, let me tell y'all this. Let me give y'all a little piece of information like this for my business people. Like, what I tend to do is sometimes I run Facebook ads. If I want more visibility, if I want exposure, yes, people, it takes money to do this. Now, don't get it twisted. It takes money to do this. But this is another part of investing in yourself. The TikTok ads out there, you can get pretty good with the TikTok ads out there. But you're reaching more people, but there's always metrics to this. Always metrics to this. They say if you could run a good Facebook ad out there, I believe to run a good Facebook ad, you have to be under 6 cents per click. For the ad that I've been running for a day in the man cave, I'm under 1 cent. Well under 1 cent. So however I honed in my demographic and I did it, I took a snapshot of that, boom, bada bam, and it's there. So those little tidbits and those nuggets, see, what I gave you was a little bit of game. Like I said, if you can get under 6 cents per ad, depending on the ad that you run. I ran an ad for a day in the man cave. It's a video on top of me talking and a picture underneath it. Okay, so I'm giving y'all the format. It's a video and a picture of the day in the man cave and me simply just talking about it. I put about, let's break that down. The first ad, I put like $240 to it. Okay. And the second one, I went ahead, I put about 100, and I let that sit for 2 weeks and spread out. But that 240, when I did that in a week, oh yeah, people, you'll see the results. You will see the results. And then let me give you more game on top of that. When you run an ad, make sure you invite those people to follow you or try to befriend those people, because those are the same people that liked your ad that you ran, that Facebook reached organically and put it in front of their face. So if they liked it, 9 times out of 10, you just might have the content that they might be looking for. Just want y'all to think about that. Never be scared or afraid to invest in yourself. Because like I said, this is a part of that new process. There's some people that I run into who just don't want to do ads. There's some people that I see people putting in a lot of work organically. But if you could pump a little bit of money behind that and find the right formula for you. Now, I have to say that. I have to specify that, because when you're running ads on programs, it's a formula for you that's going to fit you. A specific ad and how you run your ad that is going to fit you in order to get more likes, views, shares, and in some cases, money sent to you if you're doing a product or a very good service. It's certain ways to reach people like that. But what do you have to do? You have to go out and you have to test the theory of it first. I was so scared to run ads at first, people. Let me tell you, I was extremely nervous to run an ad. But then I had to get it in my head that, like, look, I put in so much work with just trying to put out the content. Why not put a couple dollars behind it? Started off $10, $20, $30, just to see how it was going to fit. But then when I started seeing, I said, all right, yo, I saw and read in a book. I forgot the name of this book. It's about the guy who got, I think he got 1 million followers or 1 million friends, or I think 1 million followers in like 90 days or something. I read an excerpt from that book, and he said in order to run a successful ad campaign every month, to really make it hit when you get there, $700 a month. How many of y'all got $700 just sitting around for an ad campaign? I got some, but I ain't got 700. Not at this point, not at this moment, but I soon will, though. I soon will. But that's why I want to share this bit of information with y'all, because what I did was, for anybody who's listening or watching, guess what? I gave you some information. Now you have a choice of what you can do with it. You can test it, or you can stay where you at and say, I tried that, it don't work. But remember what I said. I just didn't run an ad and then it worked. I put some time in the lab to see what it would take to make the ad great. That's what I had to do. And it was also specific to the audience that I was trying to reach. So I'll give you game on this. I'll tell you this. So what I did was I did a day, and I told you the ad was for a day in the man cave. See, y'all didn't think y'all was going to get some knowledge a little bit. Y'all didn't think y'all was going to get this for Motivational Monday. But it's a part of motivation, because this should inspire you to do something. So when I ran the ad for a day in the man cave, you could set demographics, okay? So you have some people that'll tell you, depending on what you're doing, if you're selling a product or a service, go ahead and just leave it on USA, so you could get the most out of people, right? And you could have Facebook go ahead and send the ad to where you want, to just automatically. You don't have to touch it. It'll hone in on your audience, and you could have it sent automatically. I did not do that with this one specifically, because a day in the man cave is specifically for men. So what I did was, I went in that manual behind the scenes. I went ahead and I took this ad and I said, I only want to reach men from 18. I believe it'll take you from 18 to 65, and that's automatic. 18 to 65. And then I kept it there. And then you hone in on the specific area you're trying to reach. I could have went all to Illinois, but I can't go all Illinois. So I have to do Chicago. I kept it in Indiana. I said Gary, Maryville, Crown Point, whichever one will pop up that would generate that populace for at least something in Northwest Indiana. I hit. And I've been getting good hits on it. Now the thing is, this is what helps. Now, remember, I told you the amount of dollars that I put behind it, okay? With the amount of dollars that I put behind it, okay? It all depends on how. Now, I'm going to get some traction from it. But the more money you put behind a good ad that you have, like I said, I'm well under 1 cent per click rate for this ad, well under 1 cent. If you under that amount, that means you should pump even more money to it because you will see even greater results. So that's how the metrics work, people. I'm trying to drop a little bit of something for you. That's how the metrics work, at least for Facebook. I haven't experimented with TikTok. I believe Instagram is very similar in how they go ahead and they have your stuff. I know you can hone in on certain spots for your ads to be too, because Meta runs both of them. So I kind of believe they're both similar behind the scenes, just because they're two different platforms, but they operate the same way. So yeah. So I just wanted to drop that tidbit for y'all. And I hope once again that me saying this sparks some interest for you to want to move, for you to want to do something, because at the end of the day, people, it is all in you. It is all in you. And it's nice to get motivation from people, but the only way you are going to accomplish and achieve the goals that you wish to create is if you find it within yourself, that voice that you hear, that motivation that you hear. If it's not my voice, and if it's not what you hear in the day, if it's something what somebody else told you, I don't care who said it to you. I don't care how I got dropped in your spirit. I don't care how I got dropped in your mind. Whatever you hear, whatever is telling you and nudging you to go in a certain direction that means more for your success, just step out by faith and just do it. You never gonna know the end result anyway. You never know the end result until you try it. So what if you actually got a result and you were like, dang, I kind of like that. What if you ended up getting a result from you just taking the first step and you proved yourself wrong? What's good, D Smith, man? Hey, bro, I was out here dropping some nuggets today, big dog. You gonna have to go back and watch this one, my man. What's good with you, bro? Because I was dropping some stuff. I put some stuff out here on the Facebook ads too towards the end of the show. So if you want some game on that, I'll let it out here so everybody can get it, man. So definitely come back and pay attention to that one, because I want to drop something for y'all. But like I was saying, what if you did it and you got a result from it? You're going to feel good about yourself, right? If you made a move, you invested in yourself, and you saw a result come out of it, you are going to feel great about yourself. So continue that repetitive motion of you feeling great about yourself. Continue that repetitive action of you putting in work and getting results from the work that you put in. Because it's been many a times, people, I have been dog tired out here in this world. And I know my boy D Smith can attest to this, have been dog tired in this world, but we still had to make a move. We still had to show up. We still had to perform at a high level, because that's what was being asked of us. You can't let your people down on the other side. You just got to make it happen. So don't discourage yourself. Never discourage yourself before you actually jump in, before you dive in. Don't be Peter looking at the storm, okay? We don't want nobody being Peter staring at the storm. What you want to do is you want to look at the thing that's good in front of you. Look at that thing that's good in front of you. Focus on that. Don't have tunnel vision. Because remember, like I said, tunnel vision, it doesn't allow you to look at everything from all sides. Tunnel vision allows you just to look straight, and that is it. That is it. Just straight on, head on. That's it. You need to knock down the tunnel so you can recognize and notice all the different resources and avenues that you have in front of you, and then be able to explore them. So let's get rid of that phrase, people. Let's get rid of that phrase, tunnel vision. You could be laser focused in on something, okay? But as you laser focused in on something, know that there are plenty of other resources out there for you to take advantage of, so you can in turn be great. Come on, y'all. I just hope I gave y'all enough today. I ain't gonna say I hope. I know I gave y'all enough today. I know I gave y'all a little bit so y'all can go ahead and take charge of your goals. So you can take charge of what it is that you want to be successful at. Because guess what? You're already there to be successful. You don't need anybody to tell you. It's nice to have somebody tell you, but you're already there. Go ahead, like I said earlier, get you a mentor. Find somebody who's ahead of you. I don't care if they're the same age as you. I don't care if they're younger than you. You need to find somebody who is ahead of you that can actually give you some wisdom on what to do next when you're taking the next steps. So, all right, y'all. Ooh, we got 5 minutes left, man. And with this 5 minutes, I'm going to just go ahead. We'll let y'all know a couple things. Remember, people, I've said a lot today. Please hone in. Please take heed of something. If you're dropping in late, please check out the replay. But I just want to remind y'all, man, once again, this is Motivational Monday, Biggs Radio Monday Night Motivation, y'all. I'm about to wrap it up here from 5 to 6 with the Jeff Releford Show. And from 6 to 8, you can go ahead and check out Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris. And from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., y'all can go ahead and check out Dynalyn Biggs. So remember, y'all, this is our lineup for the night. And y'all listen to Biggs Radio Chicago, man. Please, y'all are going to get fed with motivation and music to move the soul. So y'all go ahead and do that. And remember also, tickets for the Show Love Unity Showcase hosted by Shondell and Shauna. Y'all remember that rapper Shauna? Y'all know her. She dope. She real dope, y'all. She will be co-hosting the Show Love Unity Showcase along with Shondell. Raw TV Radio will be broadcasting live from 6 to 10 p.m. And guess what? The Vibe Studios will be there, people, as well, broadcasting live from 6 to 10 p.m. Hey, baby, they got the audio. We got the visuals and the audio, baby. I'm just saying. We gonna throw it down. Hey, man, it's time to do something different. It's time to do something that the city ain't seen before. It's time to do something that people ain't seen before. But y'all just be ready. We gonna wow y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. We really got some stuff cooking over here. So tickets are $30. And remember to purchase those tickets through us. You can get them from myself, Mary Selena K, Smooch Wallace, or Ron Reed. And they are $30 each. And also remember to purchase your $20 t-shirt to be a part of the Smooch section, people. Please purchase your ticket to be a part of the Smooch section. And also, we got a day in the man cave, June 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. hosted by myself at 3031 J.F. Mahoney Drive in Hammond, Indiana. You all go ahead. It's free admission to men. It's an all men's event, a day in the man cave. We have vendors available. Like I said, we have Chase Bank there talking about financial literacy. We also have a food vendor there, so we can go ahead feed the men. We also have a massage therapist also and a barber. So we have provided all the needs to go ahead and cover you all, especially the men that will be there, because this is an all men's event. And also, people, remember about that $20 holla I spoke about, okay? Remember, if you go to Biggs Radio, our page is on Facebook, Biggs Radio, the Facebook page or the Instagram page, and you comment or you take a picture, okay? You will be entered in to win $20. Get your little $20 holla on, baby, okay? Get your little $20 holla in. So you can go ahead and get you some money here. So y'all enter to get this money because it's out there and we're giving it away. It is not for us, it's for you. So, all right, y'all, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff. And remember, as always, it has been a pleasure for me to pour into you all as you all pour into me also, because I can't do what I do unless I have y'all. So, all right, y'all. Remember, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff. And as always, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all very so much. Oh, so much. And as always, peace out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford. And I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the Online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.